你好，你好吗？我很好，谢谢你的支持，我希望你一起都好。Thanks for your interest. Hope you're doing well. This is a completely random, unexpected, but very necessary video. Thank you very much for holding your patronage to my postings. I don't need your attention much longer. And I know my videos can be a little lengthy, so I'm expecting people to sit and watch them. But ultimately, I hope you are getting a lot of healing from them, because there's a lot of healing in them. I hope that they are helping you find your way towards a healthier lifestyle for yourself and your children. The reason I have to make this very necessary, unexpected video, earlier today, I advertised on my Facebook that I was going to post a video discussing financial situations of corporate and small business at this time, and also explain why the salt permitted in our products is too high for human consumption, along with very serious, logical, practical solutions as to what we could do to help guide the population towards a healthier expectation for their palate. I have very much so made that video. It's 26 minutes long, and now I have to post this video first to prep you for that video, to make sure that my viewers have a full understanding before they watch it. The reason is that video is very, very real. And so I can't edit it, and I won't edit it, and I don't want to edit it. However, my energy slips at times, and I say some things that normally people may feel as bold, but I think if you can remain calm within yourself and just absorb the information for what it is, you will be able to understand the severity of it, as well as the beauty in my intention in presenting it. However, these are some understandings I need you to have before you watch that video. In reference to the finance stuff, I don't want to tell you too much of my financial suffering, largely because it's so fucking painful you probably won't want to hear it, and you probably won't be able to focus on the good stuff I am giving you. And that's just being direct with you. But although I share in the financial desperation of Poverty 2022, obviously through my displays, I'm not disrespecting others that are living averagely, but I am telling you that I do not share the same degree of health as the average person, due to my own personal efforts, which I have fully displayed. Again, I'm not insulting anybody else. I'm only trying to take credit for my own efforts, because in my efforts, well, they can help the children in great, miraculous ways. So naturally, I want to try to do that. But my suffering is great. The situation globally is desperate. And so in that, the energy slips a little bit. I don't like giving you that, but that's just a little bit of my own pain leaking out. However, something I'd like my viewers to understand is that's just my pain leaking out through my energy. And I really hope you can cut through that energy and just absorb the information that's being said. Again, we do understand very maturely that the financial situation globally is fairly desperate right now. And so we as mature human beings have to try to do something about it, and concerned parents, right? Here are some understandings that you need to have in reference to that. Without giving you too much of my personal details, I am an honest, very hardworking, tax-paying Canadian. I'm 40 years old. I've never leaned on EI. I've always tried to work and support myself and my family. I've always paid my taxes because I want a government. I want to pay taxes. I want my streets and everything paid for. I want my health care and stuff to some degree, although I don't have a health card. I know that the people in Canada, the average people of Canada, so I'm not the average person, but the average people of Canada that pay their taxes, they want their health care and everything that's in it. And that's just expecting what you're paying for. Basically, if you pay for something and don't get it, well, you just gave them your money for nothing. That's just logical. And as a 40-year-old man that worked in the industries for years and paid my taxes and tried to be honest, right now, maturely, I tell you, since 1971, when we got on this currency, my grandparents were not protected. My parents were not protected. We are not being protected. Personally, I am definitely not being protected. And I am not lying to my children and telling them that these particular individuals are trustworthy with their currency. Because unfortunately, in my perspective, they're not. I lost my car, lost my home. I can't even replace my jeans. I'm a hardworking, tax-paying citizen. It's just as well that they took my car, because the gas prices are so fucking abusive. The only people that can actually afford them are the people setting the prices. And that lack of consideration and the severity of the situation is I represent the average person in poverty, in the financial desperation, but not in the clarity. So I can talk to you about it very maturely. And what I just explained to you sounds very harsh, and it is harsh, and that's what's being done to all of our brothers and sisters in poverty. So, without letting this video run too long, please understand all of that maturely. When you see my energy slip, cut through that energy of pain that I'm giving you and just get the information. I do strongly appreciate those that have been upholding respect to my perspective on this. I am very interested in helping correct situations that obviously need situation correcting. I love you all. One more thing you need to understand before you watch that video, and that's in reference to the salt talk. I won't give you too much now because I do talk about it a fair amount in that video, and I don't want this one to run over 10 minutes. Here's some very basic understandings I want you to have before you listen to the talk about the salt and the suggestions for the FDA. The whole point of the FDA is to protect our health, logistically, realistically, and practically. So in that, they need to remain modern in their products. Now, we all know that there's going to be garbage products, and there's going to be situations where we're doing something because we think it's right, we find out that it's not, and we have to make changes. Well, you can't just change it quickly like that. You can just take it off the market, but you do have to make steps towards it. Respectfully, the Canadian government is making great steps towards removing smoking, and that's a fantastic thing because we need to get rid of smoking, and we are. Now, in reference to the FDA, I want to explain to you like this. Good products, bad products. If the bad products super overwhelm the good products, the FDA has allowed the market to be flooded with garbage products, and in that, the average human being on the planet is more likely to be eating garbage every single day than knowing anything about eating properly as a human being. So obviously, if your job as the FDA is to protect that people's health in this way, you don't want the market to be flooded with garbage products. And if it is, you're not doing your job. there's going to be some garbage, and we love our garbage, and we're going to eat it, and it's going to be like this. And you're probably going to think that I'm going to tell you to stop eating garbage, like you thought I was going to tell you to stop eating meat, and you're wrong. I have a very mature position on this. I know we're going to eat our junk food. So, in that, just understand, I uphold this degree of health for myself in a modern grocery store responsibly on no money. And there's no reason whatsoever that the FDA can allow our market to be flooded with so much garbage, especially during a pandemic when we need our health, and we all understand the connection between our food and our health. And I do understand that the average person doesn't even think about the FDA and doesn't even consider taking food and the human body that seriously. I do understand that. I do. And I have. And if you refuse my help, I'm still going to. Because I'm doing it now. And I am not turning my back on nature after all nature has provided for me. But you can live however you want. So I hope it's received maturely, and this video helps prep you for it and helps you understand it better on a single listen. And I'm hoping that I'll be able to have a more average day tomorrow and give you a little more pleasant video. So I'm thinking tomorrow I'll aim at getting out the video describing the journey with the demo and the languages, because that'll be a lot more funner one for me to make. I don't really have to prep for it or anything. I just gotta explain it. It's the truth. So I just gotta talk about it. So that'll be an easy one for me to make. It'll be a more pleasant one for you to listen to, because I know, respectfully, I do say a lot of heavy things, but there's a lot of heavy things going on. I'm trying to help, so that's just the nature of the conversation. Thank you all very much for your time. I'm going to get going. I'm going to post this one, and immediately afterwards, I'm going to post the very serious talk that I just described. I love you all. Remain modern, remain peaceful, remain human. 对所有人的和平与爱，再次感谢上帝。Indio Yotora.